Hey everyone, want to stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, love the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we post videos, tap the bell. If you want to join our options trading live channel, I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. Links are below in the description, along with links to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook if you want to join the UVH fam. If you made money today, comment got paid. If you lost money today, comment learned a lesson. And if you can do me the favor, hit the like button for the YouTube algo. Today I learned a lesson. I'm getting back on my game. I feel like it's coming. I had some personal issues and I was getting through it, and it took some time off trading, and I'm getting back into it. Unfortunately, I took about a $200 realized loss today, and all of that realized loss came from day trading today. Going into I made money today on UPS swing trade. I got some money back. I did lose $10 realized on Boeing. I'm not going to get really too into the specifics of the trade, mainly because I'm just trying to figure myself out here, get back on the horse, and then I'm going to do deep dive into my trades in the future. But what I learned from I lost $176 on DocuSign. I lost $136 on Visa. And what I was trying to do, really the lesson there was I was trying to force some trades on some day trades in a slow moving market. Things were slow, went against me a little bit, and so I backed off. At close, near the end of the day, they would have worked out. So it appears that we need to allow more time for the trade to develop. And I know all this, but sometimes it takes a loss to actually, punch you in the gut and say, hey, what you're doing is wrong. Focus. Today was kind of interesting though. We saw, the NASDAQ was relatively strong. Tech. If we're looking at the sectors, tech was up huge. We had Microsoft, Apple, Google, Facebook, Amazon up big. However, the banks got hit hard. JP Morgan was down like 3%. Bank of America was down like 4%. Wells Fargo down 2.5%. Credit services, we had American Express down 4.6%. And really, it was just kind of mixed. And the other thing that was kind of catching me off guard here was like, what's going to happen? I'm watching SPY. All the airlines were down as well. I'm watching SPY, and what's really gotten me interested in what's happening with SPY is right here. I'm gonna zoom in right here. What happened here at 294? I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. So we've been in a very tight range. We're bouncing between basically 294 and 280. We came back up to 294. So the question is, it hit 294 right on the head today and pulled back to 292.50. So my question is, do we have enough juice to pop out of this range? Right now, we're getting stopped out right here, 294, 295 range. Do we have enough to pop out? Is it have enough to pop out, or is it going to come back down to the 280 range? So I was kind of hesitant to kind of go too crazy and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to load up on calls, and then it gets rejected and I lose my money, right? So what I'm doing right now is being patient. I did short MES, the futures in here. I'm up a couple bucks right now. I did short Visa. I do have a debit spread on right now for Visa. I have the 182.50 put, and I bought the 182.50 put, and I sold the 170 put for the debit spread. And what I'm trying to do is just reduce risk, really try to play it low and slow. For that, I'm out 18 days on that trade. So for Visa, pretty much what I'm looking at is the same thing as SPY. Is it going to get topped out here around like 285? It looks like it's getting a little tired, so I'm looking for having it have a little bit pull back down to 180. Look, I'm not looking to get greedy with it. I'm looking for it just to come down to the 200-day moving average down here, and if it can hold that, great. I'm going to exit my trade probably around like 180. So I'm just looking to make a couple bucks on Visa, laying a little bit onto that weakness. However, it did recover relatively well today. We had, pretty much on the S&Ps was a V-shaped recovery until it double topped out here and then came back down to 29.18. So right now I'm just playing it slow. It seems like the market is consolidation. It's getting a little choppy, and we're just trying to figure out which way the market's trying to price in what's about to happen. We have, the market's probably going to drop now based on this. But see, they're saying, what are they saying? It feels like we're at the bottom. Some executives see signs of recovery in April. And basically what they're saying is, hey, the worst is over, guys. It's okay to invest. And probably means we're probably gonna go lower, and they're definitely squeezing out pretty much all of the bears until there aren't any. And the stock market has to figure out what a fair value is. We had extreme selling, then we had a bunch of buying, and now we just have a bunch of chop, which makes it hard to day trade. So when there's chop, it makes it a little bit hard to day trade. You need to be really selective. And I should have done what I said I was going to do this morning. And what I said I was going to do this morning was concentrate on Zoom. I did say DocuSign and Netflix. So Netflix, I don't normally like trading charts like this and the same thing with Zoom. Zoom was a much better trade today. You could have gotten in on the dip here, 161, rode it up to 165. When it broke that, you could have bought it again up to 168 area, topped out a couple of times up in here. So Zoom was a good buy the dip stock. What I don't like, what happened here is just immediate buying right at open. It just shoots right up, and it happened same exact chart with Zoom, DocuSign, and Netflix, and that's when when you're short, you're in trouble. Basically, just extreme buying, and then there was a lot of buying, volume tapered off, and it was holding. So that's what I was mainly looking at was a huge volume at open, a lot of volume, pretty good volume at open. Still a lower volume day. Let's see what Zoom is. Yeah, volume ticked up a little bit today, but overall pretty low on Zoom. It didn't break 20 million or anything like that. Came in just like under, I think right around 10 million. So, but the volume on these bars definitely outpaced the rest of the day when we had look at how much low volume that is, and it just kept ticking up and up and up. So that's how that the bulls are in control, where we just have a very slow grind up. There's really no reason for the market to go down right now. We're like, well, what about the jobs report? What about this? What about that? What about it? It doesn't matter if the price is not reflecting that. We have to remember, we have to get better at trading just the price on the screen and not really care about all the things if we care about every single thing that happens in the world, we're going to obviously drive ourselves nuts. It's going to lead to unnecessary losses, and we're going to have bad trades essentially. So that being said, I'm just really trying to pay attention to support and resistance. Zoom right now, I really like it up in here, even though it's a little bit dangerous. So, Zoom has been a great buy the dip stock. Sure, we had a massive dip from 165 down to 135, but it's been nothing but up since then. And same with DocuSign. Don't buck the trend. Has good two-sided action here, but ever since it broke 110, basically it's just been riding up, 120, and it held above 120 today. I thought it was going to dip. It cracked a little bit, but it just ripped right back up above 120. So when you're shorting right now, and you can see what I did today, I was short DocuSign and Visa. You want to be extremely careful, especially if they're day trades, because this low volume, they just pop this up. When a little bit of volume kicks in, it pops up real quick, and then it leads basically to unnecessary losses. So, this video is going to be a little bit of a quick video. Not a whole lot going on right now. We do have some reports coming in tomorrow. We do have the consumer price index, small business index, and then tomorrow there is going to be the federal budget along with some Fed speakers. So just be mindful. If you watch this video to the end, comment watch to the end, hit the like button, and as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.